Hi, my name is Cindy Matalucci, and you're watching The Pulse, where we get the 411 on all the latest and greatest things to do in this amazing city, San Diego. From the newest bars and restaurants to the chicest boutiques, to the gyms and the trainers that are getting the people of this city buff 365 days a year, to the place you want to go to get your spa on. I'm exploring it all for you, and of course, having fun along the way. So come with me while we put our finger on the pulse of San Diego. This episode of The Pulse was brought to you by Urban Skincare. Since 2002, Urban Skincare has provided their clients with a luxurious spa experience in a contemporary setting. Founders Aaron and Larissa provide top quality service and a commitment to excellent holistic care. At their full-service spa, they offer everything from facials to custom spray tanning. For more information on Urban Skincare, you can go to urbanskincare.com. On today's episode, we're on location with Shanon Warfield, creator of Bella Vie Candles. She shows us how she hand pours her own candles right here in San Diego. We then sit down in studio with Geri Westphal, author of Beautiful Lady, inspiration and guidance for cancer warriors to overcome the emotional impacts of cancer and bring new perspective to their spiritual healing. We end our show on location at Paleo Pro Headquarters in Carlsbad, California, with founders Smith and Bill Fitzsimmons. We talk to them about their pure, portable paleo products and how they're manufactured right here. I'm pretty much obsessed with candles, and so I was over the moon to go visit Shanon Warfield at her home to talk to her about how she got into the candle making business and to see how she creates these non-toxic soy candles. Check this out. I am here with Shanon Warfield, creator of Bella Vie Candles. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh my God, I'm so excited. We are in her home today, and I am such a fan of your candles, so I cannot wait to tell our viewers about your amazing candles. But before we do, I want to talk about your story and your passion for getting into the candle making business.
I love candles. I always have, and I was a really frustrated candle buyer. I would spend so much money on these candles, and they wouldn't burn down right. So I decided to try myself. And after trials and tribulations, I ended up starting Bella Vie Candles.
So I want to talk about the process of the candles because it's not easy to be a candle maker.
It is not.
So walk us
Everyone
through that.
thinks it is.
I know, tell us about the process a little bit of how you actually make them because you hand pour them.
I hand pour them. I custom make most of my blends. And they cure for 2 to 3 days. Then they either go to a farmer's market, a store, or sit on my shelf for a little bit longer.
Well, and
cure.
You have a vat that you use, which is what, like 60 pounds or something?
60-pound vat.
So tell me a little bit about that. So you put the soy into the vat and everything melts down?
Everything melts down. When I'm ready to make the candles, I do 5-pound batches at a time. After that, after I make the 5-pound batches at a time, I go ahead and stir, pour, and let cure.
Well, and let's talk about the inspiration for the scents because you have so many amazing scents. I love them. We have some in front of us today, but where do you find your inspiration for the scents?
Sometimes a drink. Sometimes people will ask me to put scents together. There's one, the Harmony. It's kind of like a pina colada, mango, papaya, coconut, and pineapple.
Wow.
One of my customers that has been with me since the inception asked me to put it together for him, and it's turned out to be one of my better sellers.
I love that. Well, and let's talk about the difference, the Bella Vie difference, because with you, I mean, I love that it's high quality, it's soy. Tell us a little bit about the candles themselves.
So I use soy wax. I custom make most of my own blends. I use cotton core wicks. All my packaging you can toss in the recycle bin.
It's sustainable.
It's sustainable.
I love this. Okay, so I want to talk about your best sellers because you have some great best sellers in front of us. So let's talk about them.
Okay, so the San Diego, you have to have a San Diego scent, right? If you live here. So that one's really great. Your top note's gonna be your jasmine when it burns. I've got some surf and sand, some ocean, and a little bit of mandarin on the finish.
Okay, wow.
Really popular.
I love that.
This one, Capri, sugared citrus. It kind of smells a little bit like the volcano candle that's really popular. the black orchid and ginger. It smells ginger, smells a little bit like Tom Ford. And the bottom note is gonna be ginger. It's a great bedroom candle. The violet and oud actually happens to be one of my favorites. It's Egyptian amber with a little bit of violet and a little bit of old wood finishing it off. It's really fantastic. It's very sexy.
Well, and I know it's hard sometimes because people can't smell across the TV,
It is.
which I wish you could. But I have to read a description like the violet and oud, earthy and sensuous. This candle marries classic violet and seductive amber with hints of oud wood amber. So I just love the descriptions, and actually you have descriptions on your website of all of your candles so people can read, and they are just amazing. I mean, they smell so good. So you also have some limited editions that you do.
I do. I have some holiday ones. I have the pumpkin brulee, which probably is my all-time most popular ever.
So you have a really good one that's French.
I do. It's Merry Christmas in French. It's Joyeux Noël. It smells like pine and spruce.
Oh my God, that sounds so good. You need to have that. I love this. And when do they come out? Is it right before the holiday usually for the limited edition?
You know, earlier and earlier every year. I've been selling a lot of these since August.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Well, and I also love that you have a private label option.
I do.
For your clients. Talk to us a little bit about that.
I have several clients that I have collaborations with. What they do is they come to me and say that they want their own candle line. What I do is I give that to them. They can have whatever they want, whatever size, shape, scent. If they want a custom blended scent, I make that happen. It's their logo. It's literally their everything except I make the candles. I just did 250 for San Diego Magazine.
That's right. Well, I was going to say you've also gotten a lot of accolades, which congratulations since you started the business. I know that you're actually going to be featured in San Diego Magazine's gift guide. And of course, these are the perfect gifts all year long.
All year round.
Right? All year round. So, I mean, even the travel candles. I mean, I have to say, I actually take the travel candles with me. I was just in Cancun and we had this with us. I mean, who does not need a travel candle? All right, so I have a question for you. You are the candle making guru. So when you bring a scent into your home, like for your clients, can you give a tip to the viewers on, should they mix different scents, or how does that work when they bring scents into the home?
That's a good question, actually. I would definitely, during the holidays, maybe do a cinnamon and a spice, or a cinnamon and a fruit.
Okay.
But, maybe if you did a Capri and the violet and oud, that would be really, really great.
Okay. Or you just need a candle in every room. Then
Some people do that too.
You could just burn a candle in every room, which is what I do.
And also, I have to say, it really is your personal opinion. Mm-hmm. When someone walks up to my booth, the very first thing I say to them is, what kind of scents do you like? What kind of scents do you burn, and where do you burn them?
Well, and that's a good point. So if you want to smell her amazing candles, because obviously you can go to the website, the descriptions are there, but some people want to smell them if they haven't before. So they can go to Little Italy to the farmer's market, and you're there
every Saturday from 8 to 2.
Perfect, and we'll have all the information for you on that. And then they can go to your website and buy the candles there.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. It was so good to be here with you today and learn a little bit about your business, and I can't wait to see what you come up with next. For more information on Bella Vie Candles and to get your hands on these amazing products, you can go to bellavicandles.com. We've all been touched by cancer. 1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer within their lifetime. In 2015, Geri Westphal heard the words that everyone dreads: you have cancer. What started out as a journal for her own cancer journey turned into an inspirational guide for others battling the disease. Watch this. just saw a trailer from the book Beautiful Lady by my next guest, Geri Westphal. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks so much. This is going to be great.
I'm so excited to have you back here. So Geri and I met about a year ago. We did an event together, which was Women Authors, and we got to meet and I got to learn a little bit about her story. And then we've been talking and trying to get her back on our show. So she's here. So thanks for coming from Colorado.
Yes, absolutely. It's funny that it was just a year ago that we had that other event. So
it popped up on Facebook. It was 1 year today. So I want to talk a little bit. You are so inspiring and you have such a great story and we love the book, but you know, how did you become an author? Because you were born and raised in Wisconsin.
Yep. Yeah, so I was born and raised in Wisconsin and I moved to Colorado early in my 20s and I've been there ever since. How I became an author was, unfortunately, I got cancer. And that story led me to Beautiful Lady. And, you know, the lesson in the whole thing is, for as bad as things can be, is just as good as things can be. And you have to work through the hard. Everybody's got hard. It might not be cancer, it might be something else, but you keep marching forward. And
when you were doing, it was a journal, right? You were
Yes.
kind of writing a journal for yourself to get through it, and that's how it sort of became a book.
That's exactly right. So I was many times not able to sleep when I was supposed to sleep. So I just needed to get a lot of things out. And so the journal is how I did that. And a lot of cancer doctors will tell cancer patients that that's a really healing method. So I started there, and then the whole thing sort of just spilled out. And I felt so compelled that there must be some lessons that I need to learn from this journey. And, you know, each year, nearly 300,000 women are diagnosed with some form of breast cancer. And so since my diagnosis, that's 1 million women. That's 1 million women who are going through pretty dark days.
I'm so glad you brought that up because I pulled a stat. Every 2 minutes, a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer in our country. Every 2 minutes. I mean, that's staggering.
It's staggering. And yes, it is very staggering.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking.
It's just, and so it's like, I always say I have a group of women, and there's a woman in my group from Susan Komen, and we're always talking about the fact that everybody's been touched by it. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like it's so great that you have this platform that you're helping people. I love that about you, and it's very honest and it's very humorous the way you share your story, which I love that too. So it's very raw and authentic, right? And
Yes.
I think that's important.
Absolutely. I mean, it is a tough journey, and I wanted to bring a voice to the other women, right? I know I have more empathy now than I've ever had in my life, and you know, it's not an easy thing, but there are funny little things that happen along the way, and you just can't help but laugh.
Well, and I think what I love about it, and we talked about this too, is the theme is learn how to be a badass cancer warrior, right? So it's like, cancer's not getting the best of me. So you bring this warrior mentality, which I love, and I feel like that's really what you can parlay to every aspect of your life, right? Is that warrior
Absolutely.
theme.
Absolutely. I think what I learned from cancer, and I said it doesn't have to be cancer, it just has to be a challenge. People have challenges all their lives. So it is taking it as a learning experience and sort of saying, you know what, this will not get the best of me. And I'm a lot more of a why not girl than I used to be because, you know, as your guest earlier said, life is short, and so why not? So, yeah. Being a badass doesn't mean you're a jerk.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
But,
Hashtag badass.
Yeah, but absolutely. I think everybody should be a little more badass.
Well, you are. We love you. So the other thing I want to kind of ask you is, do you have any tips for the viewers that you could share? You know, you went through this experience, you know, even if it's something like another storm that they're struggling with, right? What kind of tip would you give to the viewer, maybe?
Well, I think for me, one of the most important ones was that although you feel absolutely desperate and alone, you're not. Mm-hmm. You have to have sort of the confidence and the courage to reach out and say, I need help, because for anybody who knows me, I really don't need any help.
She's a warrior.
But I do, and so that we all do. I think that was, you know, one of the biggest lessons that I learned is that reach out and keep going, because you know that saying about it's darkest before the dawn, and you never want to stop because tomorrow might be, you know, your winning step. And I think all of those cliches are true.
Well, and I really want to point out a quote from you, which I loved. I felt betrayed. I trusted that healthy living would bring a healthy life. I felt I had always done the right thing, and I thought it would give me a good life. Instead, it gave me cancer. I felt betrayed, but then something amazing happened. When overwhelming fear and despair consumed me, I found strength I didn't know I had. I found a rebirth and a reawakening to what is most important in my life. And I love that. That's the message I took from the book, is that reawakening and that rebirth. And I think that's what's so poignant.
Yes, and yeah, thank you for highlighting that one. It still sort of brings chills and tears to my eyes, because it is so true. I mean, it is, we all have another chance. Tomorrow's another day. Today we do the best we can, and then tomorrow we do the best we can again.
Well, I have to ask you about your bucket list, because I know you created one. That was something that you took away, right? From it. Well, I mean, you said, I'm going to create a bucket list. You went to Italy.
I did. How about that?
I love that. Are you still doing the bucket list?
Yes, I am still doing a bucket list. Yeah, because we should all have them, right? Don't wait, get one.
Well, and the reviews are amazing about your book. One I want to read. It is beautiful, heartbreaking, but yet so inspiring. We are all warriors in one way or another, said one of your recent Amazon viewers. So that's kind of what you can, take out of that, which I love. Your book is available on your website, but also through Amazon and Barnes & Noble store as well.
Yes.
But I mean, everybody, we have her website up, Geri West, it's gwestphal.com for everything.
Exactly.
Perfect. Well, I mean, I know we have to get going, but what do you want to leave your readers with? What do you want them to feel when they read the book and walk away?
I want them to feel strength. I want them to feel an extra dose of whatever they need today. Whatever, it's a hug, or it's a laugh, it's a joke, it's a smile, or it's a cry. Just keep on going, and you have a story too.
Oh, we're such a fan. You guys have to get a copy of this book. We love it. Beautiful lady. Congratulations on all your success.
Well, thank you.
It's okay, guys. We'll see you next time when we put our finger on the pulse of San Diego. Thanks, Geri.
Thank you.
For more information on Geri and how to get a copy of Beautiful Lady, you can go to gwestphal.com. Now it's time for our Pulse on the Scene segment, brought to you by Trilogy Financial Services. Whatever your financial needs and goals are, Windus and her team at Trilogy have you covered. On today's episode, we're on the red carpet with Radiant Health Centers of Orange County for their Stairway to the Stars event.
Radiant Health Centers is focused on health inequities and ensuring that folks from the LGBT community particularly have quality access to care. So it is all about creating a healthy Orange County for all and impacting the lives of folks who are in need of health services.
This place will be critical for those of us who are here in Orange County. I am so grateful to all of you who have supported the efforts of this agency, who tonight will ponder giving to this effort. We need you.
It's a gift, it really is. It's a gift to be able to help out, especially in an organization that's helped so many people with HIV and AIDS all over Orange County for so many years, and now opening up their doors to everyone.
What Radiant Health Centers are doing, I mean, you read the testimonials that you have in the booklets and on the website, and hear how lives are tangibly changed.
We at HRC look forward to standing by your sides as we work together to improving the health of the LGBTQ community. Have a great night.
For more information on Radiant Health Centers of Orange County, you can go to radianthealthcenters.org. You all know I've struggled with inflammation in my body, and I'm very sensitive to ingredients like whey protein. I've always had sensitivities to protein powders. When I found Paleo Pro, I was instantly hooked. So you can imagine my excitement when they invited me to their headquarters to learn about the company and see how they manufacture their products. Check this out. Hi, I'm Cindy Mattalucci, and you're watching The Pulse. Today we're at Paleo Pro, one of my favorite places. I love this product. I'm with founders, Doug Smith and Bill Fitzsimmons. How are you?
We're good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
We're so excited to be here. Before we kind of dive into your product and how fabulous it is, I want to learn a little bit about your story for the viewers, because I know you guys are very passionate about what you do, and I know you've had a history of autoimmune. So would you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I've been in quite a few accidents and different endeavors I've done over my life where the main one, I broke my back years ago, and I really saw how much food affects the inflammation after it was healing. So I kind of discovered just by trying different things that the paleo diet was something that really worked for me. And then around that time we started seeing that there was all these products that said paleo friendly on it, and they weren't too paleo friendly. And the company kind of came out of that.
Well, I love that, and your products are so pure. I mean, let's talk about the difference of what sets you guys apart with your products.
Well, you know, one of the things, if you look at most protein powders on the market, you'll notice there's a whole paragraph of ingredients on the back of the package. We like to put our ingredients in big, bold letters, and there's normally only, our plain protein powder has 2 ingredients. And most of the other ones are limited to between 3 and 5. So that's key for us, is to make something that tastes good, that's very natural, and has minimal amount of ingredients and processing in it.
Yeah, less is more.
Well, and will you walk us through the process of how you do everything? Because it's very interesting. You start with high quality ingredients. Let's talk about what you put into the product and then how you mix each separately and how that works.
Well, each product is obviously different, but our main product is really, our protein or our collagen powder. And at the core of it is really our beef products. And it's essentially a beef protein isolate, or it's a beef collagen product. We source all of this material from Sweden, and the reason it comes from Sweden is because they seem to care about their animals better than they do here domestically. So they're all pasture raised, they're all grass fed, no hormones, no antibiotics, nothing like that, which creates a cleaner product in the end. The process itself is pretty simple. Essentially, we're spray drying cooked beef material into a powder.
And then I want to talk about some of the other things, because for you guys, like the vitamin D that you put in there, and there's different things going on with the product that makes it unique.
Yeah.
Can we talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, the reason why we have vitamin D3 and the fish oil, in the paleo diet, the idea is that, 10,000 years ago, we were outside of a lot more. And the reason why vitamin D is so important is for a whole slew of reasons. So important that your body actually will produce it on its own. You just need to get out in the sun and it will synthesize. The issue with that is that we don't spend much time outside anymore. Maybe we're outside for 30 seconds to get to the car, another 30 seconds to walk inside. So we are basically vitamin D deficient across the country. So vitamin D3 is a common product. You can buy it, anywhere. But how ours is different is that it is in liquid form, which is generally more bioavailable than a powdered form. But ours also is done in a safflower oil, not in soybean oil.
Okay.
And then our fish oil, again, fish oil is a really common product, but how ours is different is most fish oil is coming out of China, which is really large cod. The thing about cod is that they live a long life, and they swim in toxic waters, and they pick up a lot of toxins along the way, heavy metals. So ours usually come from smaller fish in a little fishery down in Peru.
Well, and I love that you guys don't have whey protein in your product, because that's something for me that I have inflammation right away. So when I have whey protein, I can feel it, and you guys don't put that in your product.
There's sort of 2 concurrent philosophies in our products. There's what is in it, and then what is not in it. And both of those are important to Paleo Pro customers. So, for example, we didn't want any soy in our products, we didn't want any whey, we didn't want any dairy, no sugar, and we wanted to be minimally processed. And on the flip side, we wanted to make sure the stuff that was going in our products was the highest quality ingredients that we could find. Even down to the flavoring we use is non-GMO, and we use the highest quality monk fruit extract available, which we consider to be the best zero-calorie sweetener out there as far as taste and the way it's derived.
Well, and you guys have some new products coming out. Let's talk about those.
Yeah, we do.
Give us the secret scoop.
Well, we just launched actually a few holiday flavors. You know, the one being the mocha mint, and then as well as the
Maple pecan.
Yep. We actually have two other products that are just about to launch. The first one is our Paleo protein bars. Literally 2.5 years in the making.
Wow.
The reason why is because every time we would try something, it would work. It wasn't sustainable though, as it wouldn't, hold on a shelf long enough. So we finally did come up with an end result. It's really good. The ingredients are awesome, just like the rest of our products. So we're really excited about that. As well as we're doing a paleo coffee. It's basically an energy product.
Power coffee.
Power coffee.
Oh yeah.
So it's from really high-end Arabica coffee beans. It's got MCT in it. It's got collagen in it. It has a bunch of really good stuff in it. So we're excited about that as well.
Well, and Will Smith is a fan, so you guys got to get on board.
Yes.
And I want to say, as my testimonial for you guys, I found you and tried your product and absolutely loved it, because I've tried so many protein powders out there and I've had reactions to them. So I'm a big fan. I also love your greens powder.
Yeah. We're happy to hear that. Yeah, a lot of the reasons people use our products is because of the things that aren't in it, that are in a lot of other products. And there's the common theme with these products is we will find 2, 3, 4 ingredients that go well together and are purposeful. So for our greens powder, we have kale powder, alfalfa powder, spirulina, and hemp seed. Very simple, but together these products combined actually form something that's very tasty. And if you've had green powders, you know that that's difficult.
It's not the best.
And I love that it's portable. You can take it with you everywhere.
Yep,
You can take it to the gym. It's so easy to transport. Well, thank you guys so much, and tell everybody where they can get their hands on your product.
We're in, I believe, every Whole Foods in the country. We're in Sprouts. And I believe they carry most of the products you see here. If not, you can find them on Amazon or at paleopro.com.
PaleoPro.com. Find out all the newest flavors, everything that's going on. Well, thank you guys so much for letting us be here today.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
For more information on Paleo Pro and where to find their products, you can go to paleopro.com. For more of these stories, or if you have a story for us, please visit our website at thepulsesd.com. Make sure to follow us on social media at thepulsesd for all the behind-the-scenes fun. That's going to do it for today's episode. We'll see you next time when we put our finger on the pulse of San Diego.